God, my leg is itching. Wow, they're kind of ashy too. I think it's the vinegar in these scrubs. I really do. I think it's hey Kill Universe, how you doing? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hope you're doing well. You know, it's so crazy. Like, I don't come in here that much into this education computer area, but when I do, the same person has been in here because when you log out, your name stays, but your username stays, your password obviously disappears, and it's like the same person. But you know what? I'm gonna mind my business. What's up, Rick One Ball? How you doing, bro? What's up? Hope you're doing well. Thank you guys. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Thank you. Oh man, just been busy working. Honestly, work, work, work. Like not even kidding. It's been a lot of work. And I've been having, I ain't gonna say the whole internet, but I've been having some of the internet world in an uproar because my feelings and my thoughts about Charlie Kirk and some people just don't seem to like the fact of the matter that you know how much I support that individual or supported that person. So they're like, oh, people are just so angry and they're so upset. They're so bothered. They're so bothered. And then also, I've been talking about the DEI. We talked about that today actually at work, and it was a civilized conversation. It's been quite busy here, but it's been a civilized conversation. And I had one last night too. Uh, well, like on the live, whatever. And I was like, I like that. I like when people can come in and agree to disagree. And just because they don't see eye to eye with certain things, it doesn't. There's no hate or no or nothing like ill will. And I love that. I think that's what like I talk about Charlie Kirk, but that's exactly what he wanted. He didn't want it to be like any type of. He didn't want people to be like nasty and rude and hateful to each other. He wanted like an open dialogue, and I'm happy that I had that with one of my coworkers tonight. It was pretty cool. But it's been so busy though, so busy. You said what's up, Terrence? Kill Universe said chilling. Said sup everyone. Thank you. You guys double tap the screen. What are you guys doing? Thumbs up the video. Kill Universe, you laughing? Wolfie said, Did someone got hurt? Well, what do you mean? Like, so did someone get like? Is someone hurt? Well, I work in surgery, and unfortunately, people do get hurt, and we try our best to fix them up. But at the present moment, nobody is hurt. Nobody is hurt at the moment. Let's see. I am on call though. Just making sure. Oh, thank you so much. No problem. Oh, I appreciate that. Always having to check my time. So let's see. I can't believe how consistent it is. 10:20. Like that's just so crazy. It is crazy. Okay. Well, I think that is it. And no education. Oh my gosh, my knee. You said, what is your most human that got hurt most? Huh? I'm sorry. Maples, Maple List. What are you asking? I apologize. I don't understand that question. Um, Gosh, Magneto. Oh, you said you support who? Thank you so much, Kale. I appreciate that. You support who you support, and everyone has their own opinions. I never heard of him until he made the news, but I don't dislike you because of your. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for. Thank you for saying that. Seriously. Thank you so much. Um, One moment, y'all. I'm in the locker room, and nobody is naked or anything like that, so you don't have to worry. So one moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna take this off too. The mask. Ow. It hurts. It hurt. Okay, and then we're gonna walk over. I'm gonna get my my lock on here. Terrence Bergen. And then we're gonna walk to this computer section over here. Somebody smells so good. You're not supposed to really have any fragrances, but man, that smells so refreshing. I must say, it smells good. I guess it's better than somebody stinking, I suppose. Whatever. Sit here. Yeah, she tired, all right. Every damn day. Um, what is this about, Randy Hall? Randy Hall? It's about your friends. Are they gonna stand around? Are they gonna let you down again? um, hey Marcy. Thank you again, Kel. And Mabel, Les, you said, what is your most human that got hurt most? So, okay, you're asking what's the most. Okay, so you know what? Okay, I think I can understand what you're saying. Hopefully, you're still in here. So, who got hurt the most, basically? Like, what's the worst I've ever seen far as the surgery? Um, I would have to say, what's the worst I've ever seen? I don't want to make y'all sick. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna do that. Cause I'm gonna make you sick, and then because it may trigger some people, I probably can't say that. I can't. I can't. I have to do another. I have to do like a Q&A type deal or whatever, and I don't know, like have a trigger warning or discretion, viewer discretion is advised because I probably would really freak some people out. So I don't want to share that. Um, I'm very mindful of other people, and some people can't really stomach things, even when you speak. Because Lord knows my sisters, when I speak about certain things, they're like, they can't even they don't even want me to talk about it. So I want to be respectful. I'm not gonna scream fire. I can't scream fire. That's not appropriate in a hospital setting. I can sing it. Fire. Fire. It's not fun. Just sweat. That really makes me sweat. Holy. So I looked at the name. I looked at the name before, and I said, "What kind of name is that?" And now I say it aloud. I'm like, "Holy, that is hilarious! I love your name. You're fun. You're fun. I would love to meet you. You're a fun person." Kale Universe is laughing at me. Elijah's David Glowacki said, "Hi, hello, Elijah Glowacki, Glowacki." Oh, no, you didn't, Terrence. What? No, I didn't. What? What do you mean? What happened? What I do or what didn't I do? Randy Hole says, "Sounds good." Sounds good. Are you just telling me that? But I do have a little theme song for my channel. It goes like this. Wait, I got water. I got ice water. I got ice water here. It goes. It's a terrorist kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. Cause it's a terrorist kind of what? It's a terrorist kind of, It's a terrorist kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. Cause it's a terrorist kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Boom, 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 baby. That might be a hard conversation. It no, it's tough. Tough conversation. You want a break? I am. I actually am. Control, delete. Where's the alt? Where you have the control, but where's your alt? Because control and delete. What does control? I don't want to press control and delete and see what happens, but I know control alt delete like resets everything. Um, What kind of doctor? I'm not a doctor. No, 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 no. I'm a certified first assist in surgery. I'm a certified first assist in surgery. I'm a certified surgical technologist, and I'm a certified sterile processing technologist. But I'm not a surgeon. Not a surgeon. I did, at one point, like long time ago, because I'm 65. You guys believe it or not, I'm 65 years of age, and when I'm not 65. I'm 38. Um, Lord willing, I'll be. My dad turned 71 yesterday. He turned 71 years young. My dad is 71. I said, "Dad, how you feel?" He said, "Done it. I feel damn good." I said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." But I'm 38. I'll turn 39, Lord willing, November 30th of this year. I'm a Sagittarius. But no, I'm not a doctor. Like I said, I did when I remember I was in ninth, 10th grade, and I had like a vocational technical class and actually a course, and I job shadowed a lot of different people, and obviously I fell in love with just medicine in the healthcare field. But yeah, I am a certified first assistant surgery. I'm a certified civil technologist, and I'm a certified sterile processing technologist. People say, "Man, what do you do?" You guys, I just do so much. I really do. I do a whole lot. People say, "You just pass instruments." I'm like, no, I don't just do that. But I love passing instrumentation, but also I make incisions and I clamp, I coag and cut, I retract. I do so many different things, and it's just so hard to just, if you know, if other people like that do this profession, and have a career in surgery, if you know, you do a whole lot. Trust me. Trump partying with Epstein made me vote for him. MAGA. I voted for President Trump. Okay, because President Trump has always been the best candidate. Okay, now he's not perfect, and no one is. Okay, we all have our little secrets and we all have our little things and stuff, whatever. But I love President Trump. I do. Challenges, but you funny though. Kill Universe, you still laughing at me? Started singing. You should get the music and use it as an intro. Kill, I do. I have an intro. I have an intro. I have an intro. Yeah, but I need to get back to long form video because I have it. Yeah, I have my song already. I have like two versions of it. Well, it's the same lyrics, but it's like the melody changes a little bit. And then also I have let's talk about it, let's talk about it, let's talk tennis with Terrence. Hey, yeah, hey, hey, hey. Because I do like tennis talks. I got to get back into those things. I really enjoy doing those things. Trump and Trump Trump and Epstein parties was. What's up, old movie fan? 1973. How you doing? Hey, brother. Great singing. Great seeing you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying hello. Wait. Kill you versus sound like me when I put a deer in the bag off the railroad tracks and blood was coming out of it. Wow, I love that. I remember um, do hunting with my granddad when I was younger and stuff, and he let me gut my first deer, and I was like, I love this, granddad. And then like the next time my dad came with me, and he wanted to do it. Keisha did hers. Like, was that last year? I mean, it's such an awesome. It's a gruesome thing, but it's really cool. I don't know. People gonna think, okay, I'm cuckoo, but I'm not cuckoo. It's just fun. It's fun. Kale. You know because you said it. It's fun. But yeah, it's like very interesting. Like what happens, like with it could be with the deer, or whatever the case may be, or in my case, with the human body too. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Kale. I appreciate that. Happy belated birthday, Pops. Thank you, Kale. Thank you so much. I am still uh, older. So Kale, how old are you again? Taylor said Trump 2028. Taylor, can we just put a four and a ever after that? Trump forever. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. The Nothing Killer. Hello, hello, hello. Randy Ho said, "Do you ever think your career takes away a big portion?" Randy, Randy. No, you just no, you just didn't ask me that, Randy. Now I'm being so serious right now. No, you didn't just ask me that, bro. Randy, when I tell you, y'all go okay. I'm gonna say something that it's probably gonna. I mean, it's not like. I mean, it shouldn't offend people. I mean, it shouldn't make y'all mad. Hell, it happened to me, but I really do think that, and I know some people say, Terrence, don't you put that on you, but I really do think that it does take two in a relationship. It does take two, but it also takes for, in my opinion, both parties also to, as it takes two for to build a relationship, it takes sometimes it involves two to tear it down. And I think that I worked like I'm a workaholic and work at it does, and what my work entail, it asks a lot of me. It does a bunch of call, a bunch of long hours, a bunch of craziness. Even when you try to take a time, you take time away from work, but you still like every day. Like for instance, I mean, I've been working since 10:30 this morning, and already, I just already seen some things that maybe you guys will never ever see. You know what I'm saying? And even with having having a patient uh, like pass away, and then another situation where you're seeing someone you're seeing the funeral home come pick up a body or whatever, and things that you just don't see. Yes, I'm in a hospital, but like you guys are not going to see that because say if you say if you're the patient's family or you're a visitor, you're not going to see a lot of the things of what I see, because these things are closed off to like the public, obviously. And so it does put things into perspective, and it makes you think a little differently. And also it can probably cause it can like have an onset of stress and anxiety, and PTSD is real. Now I thank God that, Lord knows I'm not perfect, but I thank God that I've been able to deal with a whole lot. But yeah, definitely, like if you guys don't know my ex girlfriend, she cheated on me. Even though I still like talk to her and stuff, and it's platonic, but she did cheat on me with her child. She cheated on me with her child's father. Okay, they were married. Well, they never been married, right? They get them. They they separate. I basically come back into her, well, they separate, well, they break up, and then like I come into the picture, and then like I mean, 2 years down the road or whatever and stuff, I'm still working in Florida, working around, and I feel like, well, her excuse was even like, oh well, you just wasn't around, and I must say I wasn't around as much as I probably could have been or should have been, but it was because of the job. So Randy, when you asked that, I'm like, man, like yeah, it definitely takes a lot of your wow. No, you didn't just ask that because I mean I take accountability. I'm somebody who I love to hold myself accountable and other people accountable. So yes, people like even my sister was like, "Don't you put that on you?" Like she did that, blah 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 blah. And my one of my closest friends like, she did that. You don't put that on you. And it's like, but I didn't help her. You know what I'm saying? I didn't help her, and and that's just it's a fact. Like I was not the best boyfriend, and I feel like I was at work way more than I was like at home, for instance. Now, again, we were not shacking up. I did have a key to her apartment, and she had a key to mine. Um, but yeah, because she still currently lives in Brandon, and at the time I was working in Tampa, and I had got an apartment in Tampa, and yeah, man, it's just, but I don't know, like it's just that's something deep. It's really deep. I do feel like it takes a big portion of your life. It does. Even with my mom, I thank God. I'm a mama's boy. Y'all know I lost my mom in 2016 to cancer. But I traveled a lot. I traveled around the whole country, and even out of the country. And I just feel like I don't. I've prayed to God about these things. I don't have regrets about this now, but I did have regrets. I told my dad this too, whatever, and I told my mom too. I told my mom too before she passed. I was like, I regret like not being home more. She was like, Donnell, what are you talking about? You've been home a whole lot. And then my mom and my dad would, they would come to some of the states that I'm at, and then I would, I spent a lot of time with my, like I said, my dad's alive and well. I spent a lot of time with my mom, but my mom passed when she was 51. I didn't know that she would pass away of cancer at 51. I mean, really, when you think about it, I don't think that we know that time. We don't know, but yeah, I do feel like okay, work took a lot. It took a lot of my time, but my mom, having been in the medical field, she understood. And I don't know. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot. So it's funny that you say that for lack of better words, but that is one of the reasons why I didn't want to become a doctor because the hours. If you guys don't know, that's like top stressful job. It's top stressful. But I'm within top 10 of the most stressful jobs like in the country, and that's just surgery. Period. Surgical technology is really stressful. It is. It's rewarding, but it's stressful, and it's not for everyone. And you shouldn't get involved just because of the money. But you just had me really think, and uh, wow, you sent me right there. You sent me, and it's good. It's good to ponder. It's good to, recollections and have those epiphany moments and stuff. But I know that that's the truth. And I'm not saying because I work like I, I'm such a workaholic and work took so much of my time, um, and I put so much effort into it. I'm not saying that's the main reason why she cheated on me, but I just don't think that was healthy for the relationship. And I can be accountable and take responsibility, and like I said, be accountable for my actions, and that's the truth. But man, damn, it hurts. It hurts bad. But like I said, I forgave her. I am not in love with her. I don't think that I will ever fall back in love with her. Okay, but do we meet up and do we do things? Hell to the yes. Okay, because I got needs. Yo, bro, are you a surgeon? I'm not a surgeon. No, 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 no. I do assist them though. I think surgeons are incredible. I think that nurses are incredible. Um, uh, no matter what kind of nurse you are, I'm not a nurse, but I'm a certified first assistant surgery. Literally, I just got out of a case like probably what 30 something minutes ago. It was a real plating, and it was really really fun, um, really fun, really intense, but a really amazing surgery I just did, along with the surgeon. Okay. Kill Universe says, "Oh, okay. Trump being friends with the predator doesn't mean he's a predator." MAGA. Oh my gosh, challenges Dash the Blaze. What are your most and least favorite surgeries? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is such great questions. Okay, my most favorite. You guys are gonna think that I'm a weird teddy bear, right? But my most the surgery that I love the most, and I just got finished telling the doctor this, and they're like, really? Because I do a lot of like orthopedic surgeries. I do a lot of neuro, a lot of ortho spine, a lot of big procedures. But my most favorite is a cesarean. So a C-section. I love C-sections. That was my my initial case that I've ever done in surgery. Well, when I was in school, okay, to assist on or to observe even or be a part of was uh, it was a fetal demise, and um, that's when the mother carries her baby a full term, baby, and she has the baby has passed away, and then you have I feel like this is a serious like live stream, and I'm not trying to make anybody cry, but the baby passes away, and then we obviously you put the patient to sleep, and then you go in, and as if you're performing a C-section, you remove the baby, and it's just devastating. But that was my very first case, and I remember and this is in school. I remember going back home, and I said, Mom, I said, I'm gonna get out this course. I'm not doing this no more. Like, this ain't for me. And I remember I was 15 going on 16. This is because I was in medical technology, and it's like a 2-year program, like vocational tech school. And I said, I'm not doing it. She said, listen, you're gonna see those things. She was like, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about like medicine, the healthcare, and helping people? I said, I love it. I don't know what it is, but when I go into an OR and see the bright lights and smell the bovie, and I love the ambiance. I'm weird, right? But she said, you give it a give it some thought and keep going. If you'll know if it's right for you or not. And I remember going back in, and then I did another C-section, and this is like, okay, the baby's alive, and you're bringing this baby into the world, and you're assisting the doctor bringing the baby into the world. The doctor gives you the baby, and because you do the clamp cut with the umbilical cord, and they put the baby in your hand, and you're like, oh my gosh. So that's one of my most it's my most favorite surgery case ever. I've done thousands of them, And I just thank God. I thank God. Now here they don't do any. There's no like OBGYN cases really done. That's with the hospital, with this healthcare organization. That hospital is separate, that does all of those cases. But so I do, a lot of other things. But my most least, the least is hard because I enjoy doing every case. I literally, my manager here, she just like verbal praised me earlier today. She said, Terrence, I can put you in any case, any specialty, and you just do it. And I'm not faking until I make it. Like I know awfully a lot. I've been doing this on the payroll for 20 years, off the payroll for 22. I've traveled for almost 18 years. I've done every specialty, every special. I'm the old school with the EENT, and it when it used to be ears. When it used to be eyes, ears, nose, throat. Now it's ENT, so it's ears, nose, throat, and eyes is a separate entity or a separate specialty. But I've done all of them. But I would have to say my if you're gonna say Terrence, answer the question. What's your most favorite? Is a cesarean, which is a C-section, and my least favorite, I had to say, I would say ophthalmology. Let me just say that. But see, I love orbital fractures. I love, doing cataracts. Um, I would say a vitrectomy, or enucleations. That's fun too. That's when you remove the whole eye. You remove the whole eyeball out of the socket. I love enucleations. I love orbital fractures. But I'd say my least favorite would be ophthalmology. But then if you go deep into ophthalmology, which is the eyes, I would say the vitrectomies. Vitrectomies is like, ugh. But I do enjoy it. I enjoy that specialty, but it's just that case within the specialty is like my least favorite surgery. Um, but thank you for asking that incredible question. I hope you're a surgeon because I got a nail stuck in my. Okay, first thing first, please please stop sticking nails up your ass. Okay, first and foremost. But secondly, I don't. You don't need just probably a surgeon to get that out. I don't know. It depends on where it's at in the ass. Um, Chai Cub says Nadal of. No, you didn't, Chai Cubs. No, you didn't just do that. Nadal of Federer. Why would you do that to me? I can't. That's like saying fried chicken and watermelon. Fried chicken and watermelon. You can't ask me something like that. You got to put, you got to put like Nadal, Federer, um, Mark Philippoussis, who I loved him, or Patrick Rafter. I love Patrick Rafter too, or Tommy Haas. Tommy Haas was great too, but they would definitely trump Nadal. No, Nadal and Federer would definitely trump them. But far as Nadal, if you right now, if you're asking me Nadal or Federer, I cannot answer that. And also the trifecta would be Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic. I can't answer it. I can't. I cannot. I can't. Like can't is not in my vocabulary, but it is in this present moment because I can't answer those. I can't. Those are some incredible tennis players. Incredible tennis players on the ATP tour. Well, both of them are retired now, but they have done so much for this sport. That I love so much. Kill Universe said Turtle Claw. Hey, Dwayne 876 Gaming, thank you for coming in, bro. Thank you so much. I like to fire the weapon, not too fond of the cleaning. Oh, you're talking about as far as hunting. I love the cleaning though. That's my most favorite part. I love that. I love that. I probably love it too much, but not Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, y'all. Not I ain't crazy with it. G said, "Hey, cute lasagna. What the what? Gosh, lasagna sounds good, but that's just too many carbs." Um, Kill Universe Gaming. Dixon Mayai said, "You did my surgery last year." Dixon, I don't know who you are. And that would be a HIPAA violation. Okay, we can't do that. Can I call you a lasagna? Okay, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I like lasagna. Is that a bad thing? My lips are ashy, y'all. G says, stop, drop. I bring the pain like ratatouille straight to you, to your dome like rat-ta-ta-ta. Oh, wait, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta. Straight to your dome like rat-ta-ta-ta. I bring the pain like. Ooh, it's a rap song, ain't it? Mike Cook Jr. 11 said, what hospital are you working? Some hospital in the United States of America. Nick Hornberger said, hey, Pumpkin, have you accepted Donald Trump as your Lord and Savior? My Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ, okay? I have accepted because I voted for him 3 times, Donald Trump, as our president of the United States of America. Donald Trump is not a Lord or Savior, and he will tell you that, okay? He's not. Um, Orthy Noses said, then spit on the balls from the back. See how. I can spit on that lady. You got me spitting on people. I can't do that. I'm not that flexible. Sick Ty said I was on the before this and accidentally clicked this live and I accidentally busted. You disgusted. That's nasty. Baby daddy's cheater. Baby daddy's cheater. Baby daddy's cheater. Me. Olivia. Hey, how you doing? Ooh. I literally just yawned and I'm so sorry. Like that's not like me. But I just was yawning. Let me drink some more ice water. Ice water. No offense, but you don't sound heterosexual. That's another reason she cheated. So what I sound? Oh, you sound. I sound homosexual. That's not another reason she cheated. What I don't know what you're trying to like. So how does gay and straight or bi or trans? How does that sound? How does it like? So I can't what because I'm prim and I'm proper. I'm a pretty boy. You're saying that I gotta sound what? Hey, how you doing? I gotta sound like that. Is that what you're saying? And how does heterosexual sound? 1, 2, 3. How does that sound? 1, 2, 3. Man, it took me forever to get into that. And I don't take offense to that. Job is number 1. Hoes ain't shit. Damn. Well, I wouldn't call her a hoe. But you said that's why she cheated on me. That's why she cheated on me, and then that's why this past weekend, and then this weekend, I'm gonna have her legs in the air again. Hey, I guess she like men that don't sound heterosexual. I'm telling you, I'm not. A lot of people just. I say a lot of people, not a lot of people, but people really like my sisters really don't like the fact that I talk to her though, because it's like, what this woman did you like that, and it's like, yeah, she did, but I don't know, you know. I don't think I always love her, but I'm not in love with her. I'm not. Nothing to kill the Terrence. Trespassers don't get to blame their victims, so don't blame yourself. Wow. Well, see, I don't. I'm being so serious. It's not that I'm blaming. I just take accountability though, because like that question, like really did it hit home, like for real, because I know my job requires so much of me. Like there's been times like she wanted to go out, like our favorite place, and we like maybe, hopefully, I mean, I got to do a whole lot of stuff this weekend, but we're gonna meet up and stuff. But like, I want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna lie. I want to have a cheese. I want to have a bad cheesecake. Okay, I want to have a cheesecake that's not low carb. But that's like our number one spot to eat at, and it ain't even that fancy. It's cool. It's calm, cool, collected, whatever, chill. But like when we were together, like she'd be like, "Oh, like let's go there, let's do this, let's do that." I'm like, "I got to work, I got to work, I got to work," And I remember saying it a whole lot, and she knew she is a working. She's a hard worker. I ain't gonna lie. And people, that's why I say she ain't never ever like even like now like she ain't never that woman ain't never asked me for no money. She ain't never like that's when people like, oh wow, well, because she's an attractive woman, and they're like, oh man, like, well, she must be with you for the money. I'm like, okay, she got her own money, I got my money, but no, like I was much bigger. She liked bigger guys. That's her preference, and she just that's who she is. You know what I'm saying? But I think me always working did not help. I'm not saying that. Thank you so much for saying not for me not to blame myself, but I'm just saying it does take two in any situation. It does. It does. It does. Like, I mean, and people may not believe that, but that's also something maybe people have to disagree with me about. But I do feel like when your spouse, if they cheat or if they do something or whatever, it it's not like it's okay. It's your fault. It would be my fault to say okay completely that she cheated, but it's what could I have done better? I'm just saying. I don't know. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't. Let me guess, you're a nurse. No, I'm not a nurse. I'm not a nurse. I never went to nurse school a day in my life, and I don't ever want to go to nursing school. And a nurse, and no shade to nurses, because I love my nurses, but I make hell of a lot more than a nurse. Um, like a nurse instead of a doctor. Okay, what does that mean, y'all? What do y'all? What does that mean? I'm confused. What does that mean? What are y'all? What are you trying to? What are y'all saying? How come most nurses are overweight? Well, running man, I am overweight, but I used to be obese. I used to weigh 478.8 pounds, but now I'm down to 287. So I am overweight, but I'm not obese. So you're but I don't think all nurses I don't think all nurses are not obese or overweight. And running man said you don't look like a doctor. What does how does a doctor look like though? Like what do you I think y'all just trying to troll me though. Like y'all trying to troll because most people in the USA are overweight. So the field is a reflection of our society. I mean, yes or no, you look like a gay nurse. Okay. I am a happy nurse, but nothing killer said he isn't a nurse. I'm not a nurse. So I guess I'm a gay first assist. Running man said, but you would think overweight nurses knows what's coming. What in the world? Opinion on the KKK? Okay, so um, uh, kind, kindness, kindness, the kindest. I love kind people. The KKK. We all know what's coming. Medical field is very stressful and intense. It is. Only thing I had to get used to was the smells in the OR. Oh, Doe Downwood. I love the smells of the OR. I love them. My most favorite smell is the Bovie, the electrosurgical unit, the Bovie pencil. I love the smell of Bovie. It's weird because my mom, she liked that, and then she also liked gasoline, the smell of gasoline, and I love gasoline smell too. I love the smell of that. It smells so good. Oh, and also, bleach. He's talking to yourself. He has a huge attention span, so he will go on and on and on. Lori Matal. Wow, I have a sinus infection and ear infection right now. I get eye infection sometimes. Well, twice I had to be in the hospital. Oh wow, that's like this is what I came for. Genuine talk. Thank you so much. I appreciate Dash the Blaze. Yeah, that was an incredible question. Lori said, "Do you know about lupus?" I do, and that's a serious. Um, lupus is very serious. And I've had let me just say this: I've had a classmate of mine to, she's a double amputee now. She lost both of her legs because she was she has lupus, um, and it's rough. Orthy, go ahead, come out the closet. Okay. Do you believe in God? I do believe in God. Jesus is not God. He is a messenger of God. I do believe in God. Jesus is a son. Single event upset. There are no gods. Yes, there is. Then who created the universe? Just exploded from nothing. Snort a line of powder. I don't have any, but also I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I never done drugs. I never done drugs a day in my life. Don't judge me. Well, I appreciate y'all. Like, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna head out in a little while, but what I'm gonna do is go live again. Okay, and we're gonna have even more of a fun discussion about things and life and all that. Maybe even some more talks about Charlie Kirk. I know some of you guys really hate when I do that, and so I love to do it. Um, but in all seriousness, I want to make sure to keep his voice alive. I want to make sure to just keep pushing out positivity and positive vibes. But I don't care about trolls or whatever and stuff or whatever. I mean, y'all should know that by now. I embrace you guys. I don't block anybody. I started to learn that all that negativity is a reflection of yourself, and so I just learned to ignore it. I learned to embrace it and not be bothered by things and stuff. I feel like when people get upset, when people call people names or say things or even assume or whatever, and people get so upset and so bothered, I think I think the people who do that they make it like it seems like it's true or whatever. And so if it doesn't, for me, it's not true. And if it's not true, it shouldn't bother me. So none of that bothers me. What would bother me is when, I don't know, if I go get some food or whatever and stuff, and you don't put condiments in the bag. That would bother me. But no, not all the name calling or the negativity and stuff, whatever. I pray for everyone, and that is a God honest truth. I pray for everybody. Well, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank y'all for being in here. God bless you all. I'm telling you guys, I'm going live again. Okay, I'm going live again. All right. Um, Thank you for watching. Thank y'all for watching. I will talk to y'all later. Remember, we are butterflies. We fly above all negativity. We're all things positive. We have an endless amount of possibilities. So therefore, we can do whatever we put our minds to. Whatever we put our minds to, we can do it. Don't you let anybody distract you and take your blessings away. Okay? Because if you allow them to distract you and you become like you become that energy, you are actually taking your blessings away from you, but you allow the other people to do that. So don't allow that. Okay, keep going. Don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Love and appreciate you all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.